Hey, headed up to New York City to do a pickup of a cool collection that's been consigned to me. Still COVID time in New York City, so hotel was cheap. I'm hoping to do everything very socially distant. Could be a lot more people just nearby than I'm used to in Southern Delaware. So day one is me driving up there and hopefully getting settled into the hotel and parked and everything. And then tomorrow morning I'm going to go and pick up the collection and hopefully get out of the city before rush hour. Let's do it.
Had to stop on the ride up for lunch.
Well, I made it to New York. Parking fiasco. First garage I went to just flat out yelled no. The hotel garage was, our hotel parking lot had to go under a little thing, and so it was too small for the van. Ended up at the second garage, and it worked, but it was a big hassle. And I have no idea what they're going to charge me to park overnight. Hotel has a great view. Gonna go get a slice of pizza to make up for it. Late second lunch, and hopefully a good dinner, and then tomorrow I'll be packing out.
Long Island City is busier than Southern Delaware, that's for sure. Best ranked pizza place anywhere near the hotel, but a mile away. It was okay. Past this store, it was kind of interesting looking. Obligatory, we're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. Dinner ended up being from this food truck. It was pretty good, highly ranked online. Gas was cheaper in the city than I thought, and of course, a diner. Contactless delivery for breakfast, and it was amazing, so good.
Today is off to a rough start. Didn't sleep well. I was anxious about getting my truck out of the garage. I don't know why, I just was. And then I was anxious about getting over here through parts of the city and actually finding a parking spot. And I was right to be anxious about that, because it took me like 45-50 minutes to find a parking spot. And actually what I found was an area that's street cleaning, street cleaning ends at 10, and it was like, finally I parked at like 9:30. I'm just sitting in the van for a bit to make sure no one comes around to give me a ticket. A bunch of cars have done this. When I first got here, the street was empty, and now it's filled up with people just sitting here sort of waiting to see if the meter or the ticket person comes through, and if they don't, I guess they're just going to leave their car, because after 10 it's regular parking. So that's what I'm doing. I did have a good breakfast, so that was nice. Hoping to get this load packed up and out of here before I get too much more.
The collection and display was pretty amazing. I only got to take a small percentage of it, and probably not the best stuff, but stuff I took was still pretty cool. But man, I love being in this place. This house was cool.
So that egg roll is about 10 years old. It fell behind the chair one day, and Peter couldn't find it. He didn't know what happened to it. He knew it was around, and then several months later he found it, and it's been petrified since.
Some more stuff that I took on consignment.
Okay, pack out was a bit of a pain. Started out double parked, but thankfully someone moved and I got settled in. Had to move the car once before that, because double parked meant cars could get by me, but not the big truck that came down. So I had to move the van for that. But pack out was a bit of an issue, but it got done. I ran out of there super quick. Got out of the city before rush hour. I wanted to eat there because I wanted to get more food in New York City, but I was just so worried about getting on the road that I got out of the city and got like an hour down the road and stopped and found an Italian restaurant in a small New Jersey town outside of the city, and I got another pizza. It was actually better than the pizza that I got in Long Island City the night before. But hey, that's how it goes. Dinner was pretty good. The breakfast bagel might have been the best breakfast bagel I've ever had, so that was cool. You hope if you're going to have to go to New York City, you at least get some good food out of it. But I got some amazing stuff. Check out these photos, and it's all going to be for sale, and I'm hoping that I make enough money to pay for the trip. I'm actually sure I will, but hey, the life and times of an antique dealer. I hope you enjoyed this video, a little insight into how I make my living selling antiques. And if you do, please hit like and subscribe and check out my other videos. Thanks for watching.